In 2015, a settled, comfortable couple had it all figured out. A home, 2 cars, community, they had a plan. And then they felt God say one word. They didn't get a strategy, not a 5-year plan, just one word. Europe! I get that word sometimes when I would go on vacation. But they sold their house, they sold their cars, they gave nearly everything away, and they moved overseas with almost nothing but that one word. They called it a divine disruption. I'm Don Nori. For more than 40 years, Nori Media Group has worked with books and people who write them. That couple is Megan and Nate Turner. And their story is the doorway into a question that a lot of us have been quietly giving up on. It's genuinely supernatural life with God. Is that available to all of us? Here's the thing about the word supernatural. For most of us, it conjures a stage, a spotlight, somebody with a special anointing and a microphone. And so, almost without noticing, we file ourselves under, that's not me, that's something for the gifted ones, the spiritual celebrities, the professionals. But Megan Turner's whole argument is that we've been reading our own name off the wrong list. Listen to who her book says this life is actually for. Not the stadium preacher, not the worldwide evangelist, but the bank teller, the stay-at-home mom, the grocery store greeter, the lawyer, the person in the cubicle right next to you as you're watching this reel. Her claim is not hearing God, praying with real expectation, and walking in genuine spiritual boldness. It's not that that was never a talent reserved for a few, but it's an inheritance, and access was never the problem. It's really self-disqualification. So then how? And this is where her book surprised me, because the answer isn't hype, it's practice. The final chapter is literally called Activation, and Turner treats this like a lightning strike, more like a relationship or a skill. It grows through intimacy and is repeated in small steps. Nobody expects to sit down at a piano and play a concerto, right? But somehow we expect the spiritual life to arrive fully formed, or not at all. She says no, you grow into it on purpose over time. And here's one of the stories she tells. I'll frame it as their testimony. You know, in a school lunch club, a teenage girl had a broken arm in a cast, and some of her friends prayed a simple prayer for healing. Now, by their account, she came back the next week with no cast. She'd gone to the doctor, they took an x-ray, and in her telling, the arm had healed fast enough that they didn't need to recast it. Notice what's not in that story. No stage, no famous name, just some kids. They decided to take a small risk and pray. That's the pattern that the whole book is built on. Let's start small, right where we are. And being honest, a healthy skeptic is right, to raise a hand here. This corner of the church has, at times produced hype, exaggeration, sometimes even manipulation. And a little discernment is good, and that's a godly thing. So take the testimonies as testimonies. Keep your feet on the ground, and please, keep your doctor. Nothing here is a reason to stop treatment or skip medical care. But I like to notice how their own story runs through the doctor and the x-ray, not around them. And here's what won me over. The book's real emphasis isn't spectacle. It's the unflashy stuff. Daily intimacy, ordinary faithfulness, love. And that's not hype. That's just serious relationship with God. Now, where have you filled yourself with stuff from other people, not with God? The dream, the calling, the thing you assume is for more gifted, more qualified, or more chosen people than you. Well, Turner's invitation is simple and a little disruptive. What if the only thing separating you from that life that you never believed had your name on it and never started practicing? Here's what you can actually do. I'm going to give you 3 things, okay? 1, stop. Stop disqualifying yourself. Notice the sentence that's not for me, and question, who told you that? Probably wasn't God. Number 2, start small. Take 1 risk. Don't wait for a stage. Pray for the friend. Say the encouraging thing that you sensed. Take the 1 step that scares you just a little. Number 3, build the relationship daily. Like any relationship, closeness comes from showing up consistently, not from one dramatic moment. It's practice, practice, practice. The Turners aren't special in the way we usually mean. They're everyday people who stopped watching and started participating. And that's the whole invitation of their book, to move from information to demonstration, from spectator to participant, from ordinary in the best possible way to extraordinary. Because it's never for the special few. It always had your name on it. You just have to stop counting yourself out. The book is called Seriously Supernatural by Megan Turner. Genuinely practical. Every chapter ends with an activation. an actual thing to go do, not just something to think about. But I want you to take this with you. The fuller life you assumed was for other people was always meant for you. Stop watching from the seats. I'm Nori. Thanks for watching. If this is worth your time, subscribe. We keep bringing you conversations that matter. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.